Monsieur le Chancelier, Monsieur le Président du Conseil d'Administration, Mr. President and Vice Chancellor, Gilles Milhalchin, honored platform guests, graduating students, parents et amis. My name is Rebecca Duclos, and I have the great pleasure of being the Dean of the Faculty of Fine Arts. Rares sont les moments où le passage d'une étape de notre vie à une autre se déroule devant le public. Eh bien, cette soirée en est un. Each of the students who walk across the stage this evening will be celebrating the completion of their academic programs, as well as the years that they have spent with friends and colleagues in the Faculty of Fine Arts. Tandis que nos étudiantes et étudiants entament une nouvelle avenir, nous voulons qu'ils sachent combien nous sommes fiers d'eux et à quel point ils ont changé nos vies ici à Concordia. Nous avons tous beaucoup appris les uns des autres au fil des ans. It is a genuine privilege to share this celebratory evening with all of our students and our wonderful honorary doctorate and brilliant artist, Gilles Milhalchin. As one of Quebec and Canada's greatest sculptors, Gilles has inspired and mentored many artists in Montreal over the years, including faculty and students in the Department of Studio Arts. If you have been to the new MUHC hospital at the Vendôme Metro, you will have seen Gilles' exuberant sculpture, Printemps, that greets you like a drawing in space. It is at once monumental and humble, a little bit like Gilles himself. On the one hand, he is a giant in the Quebec art world, making work for decades that is curious, joyful, beautifully crafted, and responsive to its spatial environment as well as to its adoring publics. But he is also such a humble man, a deep thinker, a poetic soul, a person whose love of life infiltrates his love of art with every sculpture that he places in the world. It is such an honor for the faculty and for Concordia University to be recognizing him this evening. Gilles est un modèle pour notre communauté. Ce soir, il devient aussi un diplômé de marque, digne de notre plus vive admiration. And we also have great admiration for another person on this stage this evening, Alan Shepard, our president, who has been a steadfast and gracious supporter of our faculty for years. And you may not know this, but tonight is his very last convocation at Concordia University as he sets out for a new position at Western University. So we are very, very delighted and honored that he is spending it with the Faculty of Fine Arts tonight. And now, to begin our evening formally, please help me in welcoming Miss Colleen Bartley, Mezzo-Soprano, in singing O Canada.
O Canada, our Please be seated. Dear graduates, invités distingués, mesdames et messieurs, félicitations à chacun et chacune de nos nouveaux diplômés en cette magnifique journée de réjouissance. Graduation is a special day for your support networks, your family, loved ones, and friends, as well as the Concordia community and your fellow alumni who have collaborated with you to make this day possible. I'm thrilled and honored to share this special milestone with you. La valeur d'une formation universitaire est incontestable et en obtenant votre diplôme, vous avez acquis un grand avantage dans notre société. Mais il y a autre chose. Certains et certaines d'entre vous seront des décideurs politiques et des leaders. D'autres seront des bâtisseurs ou des créateurs ou encore des scientifiques ou des chercheurs dont les découvertes transformeront le monde. Success is not determined by financial wealth or the approval of our peers, but rather success is defined by the extent to which we are able to build our communities and help our fellow citizens. I stand before you today on the shoulders of the many people whose guidance and support have helped me along the way. While our backgrounds and circumstances may have influenced who we are, each of us is responsible for who we become. Remember to pay it forward, whether financially or through the gift of your knowledge and time. I urge each of you to give back to the university and your community by investing in its future generations of graduates, just as previous generations have invested in you. Define your success by the degree to which you positively affect people in your lives. En tant que citoyens avertis et engagés, vous, les diplômés, êtes bien placés pour exercer une influence extrêmement bénéfique sur notre monde en évolution constante. Your participation is critical. Humanity currently faces some of the most difficult challenges in our history, from catastrophic threats posed by climate change to an unstable political climate marked by violence and misinformation aimed at dividing us. It is incumbent on all of us to set a better example by being part of the solution. Progress and change now lie squarely in your hands. You all carry the requisite enthusiasm, energy, and power to make change happen by constantly questioning, imagining, and applying your knowledge and your passion. I know that for many of you, this is a period that can be unsettling. You are transitioning from an environment where everyone told you what you should do to an environment where you now have to decide for yourself what you want to do. I urge you to look at these next few years as a continuation of your educational journey. Now is the time to ask the right questions, to acquire the knowledge necessary to succeed. Don't just chase the quick paycheck. The money will come. Wherever you go and whatever you do, the harvest of knowledge, experience, and values that you have learned here at Concordia will be as relevant for society as you make it. Take advantage of the alumni mentorship resources and community that exist to aid you in your journey. Success in the future will require adaptability, resilience, and a willingness to change. With the rapid pace of technology and the advent of artificial intelligence, increased automation, and robotics, the world is transforming at an unparalleled speed. Be leaders of change, not followers. Lead not only by example, but by exerting a positive influence on those around you. Remember, if you elevate others, you elevate yourself. Someone who certainly led with panache is Concordia's outgoing president, Shepard. Alan joined Concordia in 2012. Alan's stewardship these past 7 years has been nothing short of incredible, leaving us with dividends that will accrue to our benefit for many years. We've experienced a renaissance at Concordia, which has been strategically planned and skillfully executed. Dr. Shepard and his team have contributed to a palpable buzz at Concordia across Montreal and beyond. Alan has led Concordia with great clarity, integrity, insightfulness, respect for others, and always with an excellent sense of humor. He is a true builder, and everything he's built here adds up to a sense of pride that will carry on into the next generation. Thank you, Alan, for all you have done for Concordia. There is no doubt you will be succeeded as president and vice chancellor, but most certainly never replaced. Tonight is indeed Alan's last convocation at Concordia. I hear he's lined up for 24 at Western. Where I wish you Godspeed in your new role at Western. Know that you will be dearly missed in so many ways by me and the collective university body. Taking over from Alan as interim president will be Concordia's wonderful provost, Graham Carr. Graham is a professor in our Department of History and has been deeply, and I can say very passionately involved in Concordia's development for over 3.5 decades. His profound knowledge of the university history, community, and strategic directions will continue to guide Concordia into the next generation. To our graduates, I couldn't suggest finer role models than Alan and Graham. Be bold, be imaginative, be prepared to fail, to continue to learn, and to succeed. Trust me, you can and will make a difference if you follow your passions. When you discover your passion, you will find your life to be an absolute joy. Je vous encourage à rêver, à explorer les choses qui n'existent pas encore, puisque c'est ainsi que vous allez changer le monde et bâtir l'avenir. I am happy that we share a meaningful connection through Concordia, and I hope that today is the beginning of your new lifelong bond with our university and your community. I wish you all good luck and good fortune. Chapeau et merci. I would like to ask Dr. Alan Shepard to address the convocation.
Chancellor Wiener, Rebecca Declos, Dean of the Faculty, thank you both for your very generous words on this beautiful evening in Montreal. Bonsoir tout le monde. C'est un grand plaisir d'être parmi vous pour ce bel événement. I'd like to begin tonight's ceremonies by acknowledging that Concordia University and this ceremony are located on unceded indigenous lands. The Ghanaian-Gahaga Nation are recognized as the custodians of the lands and waters in which we're gathered this evening. Tiohtià:ke, also known as Montreal, is historically recognized as a gathering place for many First Nations. Today it's home to a diverse population of indigenous and other peoples. We respect the continued connections with the past, present, and future in our ongoing relationships with indigenous and other peoples within the Montreal community. And that's what this evening's, yes, absolutely. And that's what this evening's festivities are all about, celebrating community. To our graduates, all of us in the Concordia community are extremely proud of you. Your family and friends, they're proud too. As hard as you've worked to get here, the bad news is education never really ends these days. Yeah, I know. Well, at least there might not be any exams next week. Education is a lifelong process, and increasingly so as our knowledge society continues to accelerate. Tandis que vous poursuivrez vos apprentissages, les idées que vous avez explorées et les expériences que vous avez vécues ici vous aideront à interpréter notre monde complexe et à y devenir des leaders. Concordia fera toujours partie de ce que vous êtes. As we celebrate your personal achievements tonight, it's also important to remember about the bigger picture. Your own education from kindergarten through an undergraduate or a graduate degree is also an investment in the greater social fabric, in making our community stronger, and the world needs you. As our chancellor just mentioned, I'm now a Concordia graduate too and moving on. But the alumni that I've met in my role as president of Concordia have been incredible. They've been extremely enthusiastic about the positive change that their time at Concordia brought about in them, and which they now bring to the world. I'm really grateful for my 7 years at the helm of Concordia. I've greatly appreciated our Board of Governors' guidance and trust. That balance, combined with our brilliant and talented faculty and staff who have a passion and commitment to our students, has made it possible for all of us to accomplish great things together. There's outstanding teaching, powerful research, great art, fantastic new projects, and deep learning. And every day I've been inspired by our raison d'etre, by you, by our students. Your creativity, your energy, your dedication to making the world a better place. I hope you'll carry that spirit with you as you carry on Concordia's mission of making a difference in the world. And finally, in the midst of our celebrations today, I want to ensure that we remember those who are less fortunate than we are, those who have not had the advantages of university education, those who may have been affected by war, affected by poverty, affected by terrorism and extremism. Education continues to be a powerful antidote to the world's problems. Education builds understanding and binds us together. Education makes hope possible. Félicitations encore, bonne chance et à la prochaine.
Merci, Alan. Bonsoir tout le monde. Mon nom est Raymond April. Monsieur le chancelier, j'ai l'honneur de vous présenter Monsieur Gilles Mialcine, l'un des sculpteurs les plus réputés du Québec et un mentor inspirant pour plusieurs générations d'artistes. Et une de ces générations d'artistes, ce soir, je la représente parce qu'en 1972, j'ai commencé mon bac en arts plastiques à l'Université Laval et Gilles Mialcine était mon professeur. Merci, Gilles. J'aurais peut-être pas continué sans toi. Gilles Mialcine's sculptures feature in many public and private collections and have been shown in international exhibitions in Europe and the US. And in Canada and in Quebec. Since 1993, he is well known for his essential contribution to public art in Quebec. In his sculptural work, Mialcine combines contrasting materials and creates visual metaphors that disrupt the viewer's expectations. In a number of Montreal parks today, the public is invited to experience the complex, special, and poetic relationships in his sculptures, to approach them by touching them, or as the artist himself puts it, by listening to what they see, écouter ce qu'ils voient. L'artiste autodidacte s'est retrouvé sur le devant de la scène artistique en 1969 lorsque sa toute première sculpture a remporté le prix des concours artistiques du Québec. La sculpture a été acquise par le Musée d'art contemporain de Montréal et a été présentée l'année suivante au Musée Rodin à Paris. En 1987, Gilles a remporté le prix Victor Martin Lynch Staunton du Conseil des arts du Canada. Il a réalisé sa première œuvre d'art public en 1993. Elle était intitulée « La peur ». Et en 2011, il a reçu le prix du Québec, Paul-Émile Borduas. Time is a fundamental aspect in all of Mialcine's practice. May it be the time needed by the creator, the time taken by the spectator when observing the piece, and the time absorbed by history. This is visible in nearly all of his art. Au cours de sa carrière, Gilles Mialcine s'est dit reconnaissant d'avoir pu rencontrer tant d'artistes qui l'ont aidé à donner vie aux œuvres narratives et poétiques qui sommeillaient en lui. And he has returned the gesture many times over, for decades, through his residencies and teaching activities in the most important artistic institutions. He has mentored generations of Quebec artists. Monsieur le chancelier, au nom du Sénat et du conseil d'administration de l'université, j'ai le privilège et l'honneur de vous présenter Monsieur Gilles Mialcine afin que vous lui décerniez un doctorat S. beaux-arts honoris causa.
Dr. Mialcine will now address the convocation. Merci.
Mr. Chancellor, Mr. President and Vice Chancellor, honored platform guests, graduating class, family and friends. Je remercie chaleureusement l'Université Concordia et les gens de la Faculté des arts qui ont choisi de m'honorer de ce doctorat que je reçois bien humblement et avec beaucoup d'émotion et que j'ai grand bonheur ce soir de partager avec vous, étudiants, étudiantes, qui seront aujourd'hui comme moi, honorés et qui, je le souhaite, prendront la relève pour maintenir vivant notre imaginaire par la création d'œuvres fortes, envoûtantes et édifiantes, et comprenez par cela que je n'en doute pas une seconde. Beaucoup de monde considère que, à tort, je trouve que la vie d'artiste est trop difficile, qu'elle est une sorte de misère, souvent de tristesse, d'oreilles coupées, c'est très difficile, et il faut bien admettre que, dans le fond, quand on s'engage dans ce type de carrière, qu'il n'y a pas de garantie de réussite et que rien ne permet d'espérer qu'on pourra produire des œuvres significatives. Ces gens-là oublient de voir que c'est justement ce qui fait de l'activité une extraordinaire aventure de haut vol et de liberté en mettant en profit les grandes forces de l'être humain que sont la sensibilité, l'intuition, le désir, sans parler de l'ouverture aux énergies spirituelles et cosmiques. Vous tous, chers étudiants, vous savez déjà que l'art n'est vraiment pas difficile à faire. Et je dis moi-même que faire de l'art est un jeu d'enfant et que tout se jouera justement autour de notre capacité à laisser vivre notre cœur d'enfant. De mon côté, je ne sais pas trop comment ni pourquoi c'est arrivé. Madame April en a parlé tantôt. Elle vous a expliqué qu'au fond, je suis devenu sculpteur il y a de ça à peu près 50 ans aujourd'hui, alors que je sortais de nulle part et que la première sculpture que j'ai réalisée a été primée au concours de la province de Québec, achetée par le Musée d'art contemporain, puis exposée l'année suivante au Musée Rodin à Paris. Je voulais tout simplement souligner le fait que ces choses-là peuvent vous arriver. Et à partir de cela, je me demande qui pourrait soutenir que l'art est difficile. Mes succès se sont concrétisés autour d'une prise en charge des matériaux. Je veux dire que je me suis mis à l'écoute de leur capacité, de leur langage, de leur regard, de leur grand pouvoir d'évocation aussi. J'ai fait de mon atelier une sorte de grand pâturage où j'ai accueilli très librement et sans restriction toutes sortes de morceaux, d'objets trouvés et de matériaux de tout acabit, que j'ai laissé brouter et se croiser jusqu'à ce qu'ils puissent révéler des parties cachées capables d'exprimer les secrets de notre existence. I try to say that I have any authority on material. Je veux dire par là que mes constructions sont le fruit de décisions qui ne m'appartiennent pas vraiment, qu'elles sont celles des matériaux et des formes qui se choisissent à mon insu. Oui, je fabrique les sculptures et curieusement, je ne les fabrique pas. Je dis qu'elles ont une immanence qui est responsable d'une intelligence que je ne fais que révéler. Je dis qu'elles sont les créateurs de sens capables de dépasser et de loin les histoires qu'il me faut inventer pour vraiment les saisir. I'm just trying to reveal their language. I'm a sort of slave of their magic reality. En fait, j'aimerais vous dire ce soir que ce doctorat ne me revient que partiellement et que pour être honnête, je dois le partager avec les sculptures qui portent la véritable responsabilité de cet honneur. C'est pourquoi j'ai apporté avec moi une petite sculpture qui est là devant moi, qui est nommée Tête d'enfant, Head of a Children, qui est l'une de celles qui me semble capable de prendre en charge et de partager avec moi ce grand honneur que l'Université Concordia m'offre aujourd'hui. So, please, Mr. Winner, can you accept that I split my doctorate with the sculpture because she had the largest part and that merit and honor I received today? If you agree, I have this little hood. Thank you. Une petite épitoge, que je lui ai bricolée et que j'aimerais lui offrir. This head of a children, tête d'enfant, a la capacité de nous montrer avec éloquence la force et l'énergie du plâtre, plaster. Elle nous fait partager par le moulage sa capacité d'emprunt à intégrer l'antique au contemporain, tout comme celle de faire vibrer et apparaître par le modelage toutes ces constituantes figées dont le sisal, mais tout à coup, ce sisal nous prouve qu'il a, au-delà de son pouvoir structurant, une capacité et une autorité de porter l'image au-delà de sa réalité. Tout ça m'est tombé dans les mains sans l'avoir décidé, je vous le jure. Et le jour où c'est arrivé, je n'ai fait que rire et pleurer de joie. C'est la première fois ce soir que je dis en docteur, et croyez-moi, chers étudiants, voir apparaître sous ses yeux un appareil de transcendance est la chose la plus extraordinaire qui puisse vous arriver. Un appareil de transcendance est un objet qui dit tout et rien à la fois. A transcendent sculpture is an object who says everything and nothing in the same time. Pour paraphraser l'écrivain Graham Greene, a sculpture is never what it's about. J'ai aussi appris qu'il n'y a pas de spontanéité en sculpture. Il m'a toujours fallu attendre bien seul dans mon pâturage, parfois une année, parfois 10 années pour voir une sculpture aboutir. Et je dois dire que cette patience à l'action est ce qu'il y a de plus difficile à maîtriser. Il faut apprendre à vivre seul, avec l'impression d'être inutile. Il faut apprendre à vivre avec les outils qui demandent, les scies qui montrent les dents et le directeur de la galerie qui désespère. En tant que sculpteur, mon engagement social tient au choix que j'ai fait de vivre et d'exercer l'art à partir de Montréal, à partir du Québec, afin d'affirmer sa manière dans le vaste monde, de l'amener au global. Tout cela en tentant de faire vivre le plus fortement possible le fondamental de notre identité par la force et l'importance de notre poésie locale. Pour moi, l'art est une chose de terre, de culture, qui doit être capable de tenir dans ses formes, ses couleurs, les valeurs et le vrai d'une communauté. Chers étudiants, étudiantes, je vous souhaite la bienvenue dans notre monde tortueux et merveilleux. Vous y trouverez un accès unique pour l'expression de la grandeur et la possibilité d'ajouter quelque chose à notre part de siècle. C'est là toute notre richesse et c'est la grâce que je vous souhaite à tous. Thank you very much and good luck.
Docteur Millerchamp, je veux exprimer et je vous remercie pour la générosité et votre humeur et votre humilité et tout ce que vous avez fait pour les arts, les beaux-arts du Québec. Merci. While our graduates prepare to cross the stage, I invite you to enjoy the music of the Encore Brass Quintet. Thank you.
Good evening. Today marks an auspicious event for each of our graduates, and we encourage you to cheer and applaud the accomplishments of your own. This is, however, a solemn occasion, and we ask that you refrain from using horns, drums, or any other noisemakers. Applaud your graduates heartily, but as they reach center stage, please allow a pause for the focus to shift to our next graduate. I'm pleased to introduce to you the candidates for the Doctor of Doctorate in Philosophy from the following programs: Art Education, Art History, Film and Moving Image Studies, Humanities, Fine Arts. Martin Lalonde. Ronald Portanier. Kester Dyer. Enrique Fibla Gutierrez. Rachel Webb Jekanowski.
Philip Dominic Carter.
Philip Dominic Keidel. Viviane Saglier. Kaya Scott. I am pleased to introduce to you the candidates for the Master of Magisteriate in Arts from the following programs: Art Education, Art History. Nahid Ali. Maisa Merewid. Dominic Ashley Turk. Brenna Elizabeth Tuel. Samantha Wexler. Accepting the posthumous degree on behalf of Samantha Wexler is William Wexler. I am pleased to introduce to you the candidates for the Master of Magisteriate in Arts from the following programs: Creative Arts Therapies, Art Therapy, Creative Arts Therapies, Drama Therapy, Creative Arts Therapies, Music Therapy, Film Studies, Individualized Program, Fine Arts. Christina Alati. Ellen Smallwood. Marie Daudelin. Erika, guitare.
Mara Forloin.
Mara Forloin. Masume Hashemi. I'm pleased to introduce to you the candidates for the Master of Magisteriate in Design. Théo Chauviré. Melissa Palermo. I am pleased to introduce to you the candidates for the Master of Magisteriate in Fine Arts from the following program: Studio Arts. Marie-Josée Archambault. Rory Dean. Eduardo de la Foresta. Daniel Dietzel. Christine Francis. Sarah Givens. Sonia Halpern Bazar. Tegan Lance. Brianna Shanahan. Stephen Smith Simard. Farid Yahagi.
I am pleased to introduce to you the candidates for the Bachelor of Baccalaureate in Fine Arts from the following department: Art Education. Marielle Joy Abenoja. Marie-Ève Abougeli Doucet with distinction. Jasmine Allison Appella with distinction. Yasmin Ayesh. Mathé Côté-Picard. Kimberly DeFontes with distinction. Melina Demont. Amélie Girard with distinction. Andrew Hutchinson Woodside with distinction. Mara Lane with distinction. Camille Levesque with distinction. Katia Mambro. Alexandra Martin. Vanessa Michelle Meza-Girard. Marion Miller with distinction, winner of the Concordia Medal, presented to a graduating student who has displayed distinctive leadership ability through both academic and non-academic achievements, and winner of the Art Education Prize, awarded to the most outstanding graduating student in art education. Daniel Mudini with distinction. Jana Pereira. Savine Riscala. Eva Roy with distinction. Sarah Saravayi with distinction. Stephanie Toombs with distinction.
Christine Vista.
Christine Vista with distinction. Iris Mingmei Ip with distinction, accepting the posthumous degree on behalf of Mingmei Ip is Clémence Boucher. I am pleased to introduce to you the candidates for the Bachelor of Baccalaureate in Fine Arts and the Bachelor of Baccalaureate in Arts from the following departments: Art History, Mel Hoppenheim School of Cinema, Contemporary Dance, Design and Computation Arts, Political Science. Elizabeth Anastasia Axais. Akira Buhaina. Autumn Cadoret with great distinction. Gabrielle Chevalier. Agnès Dacroub. Olivia DeResti Robinson with distinction. Caledonia Dion with distinction.
Jason Etier.
Jason Etier. Rachel Fleury.
Karina Jivas.
Karina Jivas.
Wendy Jasmine.
Wendy Jasmine. Rosalind J.
Alessandra
Alessandra Lambari with distinction. Jennifer McIntyre with distinction. Lisa Massa with distinction. Yi Lim Nam with distinction. Catherine Nugent with distinction. Oana Ostrowski with distinction. Bob James Rushatsi. Delaney Ryan with distinction. Elizabeth Sanders with distinction.
Christine Smith.
Christine Smith. Michelle Sones with great distinction. Madeline Stein-Sachs with distinction.
Richard Stoller.
Richard Stoller with distinction. Ariane Van Dorn. Sophie Wanfor with great distinction and winner of the R. Bela Rabinotovich Art History Prize, awarded to the most outstanding graduating student in art history. Fahad Abubakar with distinction.
Shane Adams Perron.
Shane Adams Perron with distinction. Tajmira Astels. Evelyn Auger with great distinction. Melissa Bada with great distinction. Laurence Barry with distinction. Frédéric Bédard.
Gabriel Bushel-Ogonowski.
Gabriel Bushel-Ogonowski. Michael Centomo with great distinction. Marie Chemin with distinction. Kira Church with great distinction. Alain Das Neves. Simran Dewan. Danielle DiSalvo. Tranisa Sabrina Asan with distinction.
Magdalena Almasri.
Magdalena El Masri with distinction. Scott Anthony Evans with great distinction and winner of the Cinema Prize awarded to the most outstanding graduating student in cinema. Mathilde Photo with distinction. Alicia Fayette.
Serena Fisher.
Serena Fisher. Chris Gutierrez with distinction. Maxime Girard with great distinction. Daniela Gomez with distinction.
Meredith Gonzalez-Bayard.
Meredith Gonzalez-Bayard with distinction.
Joseph Grinder.
Joseph Grinda.
Kayla Hosian.
Kayla Hosian with distinction. Stefan Yaroshanek with great distinction. Marilyn Jed. Roy Ting-ji with great distinction.
Tavis Johnson Dorman.
Tavis Johnson Dorman. Diana Jones with distinction. Noah Jung with distinction. Emilia Serena Jurka with distinction. Paisia Karpali. Victoire Cargot-Bezeau with distinction. Megan Kierans. Anastasia Kolokotronis with distinction. Sophie Labrie. Alexander Lane. Thibault Laroche with distinction. Anne-Catherine Leblanc with distinction. Bianca Leger-Spagnolo with distinction. Melissa Lou. Alexander Mackenzie with distinction.
Noel Jacqueline Madrid.
Noel Jacqueline Madrid. Adam Marchineau Plante.
Catherine McDonald.
Catherine McDonald with distinction.
Hannah McMillan.
Hannah McMillan. Sarah Morena.
Alba Moreno Daza.
Alba Moreno Dasa. Olga Okelilova. Natasha Paskilin.
Yimi Pobanza.
Yimi Pobanza with distinction.
Pablo Pugliese.
Pablo Pugliese with distinction.
Samuel Sawyer.
Zenia Rosolova.
Timothy Robert.
Timothée Robert with distinction. Louise Roy Tremblay.
Michel Sassa.
Rachel Samson with great distinction.
Fatima Lizette Santin
Fatima Lizette Santin
Zelaya.
Zelaya.
Jacob Savard.
Jacob Savar.
Kyle Schuster.
Kyle Schuster with distinction.
Adam Schwartz.
Adam Schwartz with distinction. Bonnie Scher.
Stephanie Smith.
Stephanie Smith with distinction.
Justin Topeta Marino.
Justin Topeta Marino.
Hélène Teberge.
Hélène Teberge with distinction. Sophie Valcourt with great distinction.
Constantine Vutos.
Constantine Vutos. Sarah Walsh with distinction. Katia Wiedemann with distinction.
Ting Xu.
Ting Zhu. Xu Zhang.
Adam Jemba.
Adam Jemba.
Magali Gazi.
Magalita Kozubon with distinction, winner of the Contemporary Dance Prize, awarded to the most outstanding graduating student in contemporary dance. Jimmy Cho Fong Chung with distinction. Amber Downey-Back with distinction.
Charlotte Heckle.
Charlotte Heckle with distinction. C.U. Lee. Candice Riera with distinction. Eva Robayo with distinction. Alia Schwartz with distinction.
Zachary Ahmed.
Zachary Ahmed.
Alexandria Alcancia Shaw.
Alexandria Alancia Shaw with distinction.
Samuel Belleau.
Samuel Bourgault with great distinction and winner of the Computation Arts Prize awarded to the most outstanding graduating student in Computation Arts. Ryan Bruggeman.
Emily Brunet.
Amélie Brunet with distinction.
Megan Butters.
Megan Butters. Kathleen Caporal with distinction. Rim Chidiac. Alan Screws. Charles-Antoine Doucet with distinction. Anne Dutremble with distinction. Maude Fontaine-Brossard, winner of the Lydia Sharman Award, awarded annually to a graduating undergraduate student in the Department of Design and Computation Arts, whose profile demonstrates an abiding commitment to sustainable design. Guillaumette Frappier. Chloé Gagnon. Kyle Gapulin.
Claudia Goyette.
Claudia Goyette. Roberto Gutierrez. Jennifer Hahn.
Stephanie Hanfield.
Stephanie Hanfield with distinction. Sarah Hébert with distinction. Erika Jacques with distinction. Kevin Lamb. Victor Lee.
Coralie Aimé-Giroir.
Coralie Lemay-Girouard. Kayla Bunyan Long.
Pamela Louvagnon.
Pamela Livernois, winner of the Lydia Sharman Award, awarded annually to a graduating undergraduate student in the Department of Design and Computation Arts whose profile demonstrates an abiding commitment to sustainable design. Maria Matudakis. Travis Mercredi with distinction. Anissa Michelli. Richard Mondu. Nina Murtada with distinction. Maya Musali. Camille Ilan Young. Rochelle Paganiban. Elizabeth Laura Parent with distinction. Jason Pasalaka. Olivier Robidoux. Eliane Robinson. Julie Russi with distinction and winner of the Design Prize awarded to the most outstanding graduating student in design. Michelle Sampson. Jasmine Sarzo Alfaro. Jeremy Siegel with distinction. Maïdeh Sharifi with distinction. Kodran Mihai Tablan Negre with distinction. Sarah Tewil. Rachel Ann Timtimon. Nicholas Trudell with distinction. Matthew Vacariello.
Patrick Vasile.
Patrick Vasile. Natasha Veilleux. Tatev Yesayan. Design.
I'm pleased to introduce to you the candidates for the Bachelor of Baccalaureate in Fine Arts from the following departments: Music, Studio Arts, Theatre. Martin Cadieux-Rouillard. Audrey Alexandrine Couillard-Tremblay with distinction. Benjamin Delaney with distinction. Aiden Diaz. Sam Donald with distinction. Angus Gaffney. Jana Kutsuris with distinction. Nicholas Lavigne with great distinction and winner of the Alfred Pinsky Medal awarded to the most outstanding student graduating with the degree of Bachelor in Fine Arts, winner of the Music Prize awarded to the most outstanding graduating student in music. Jayan Moscoto with distinction. Tiffany Matraxia. Jade Oueni. Marina Rahal with distinction. Isaac Rosen Purcell with distinction. Aprajita Saxena with distinction. Kayla Shears. Easton Scara. Corey Tahomez with distinction. Danil Ulmashev. Nina Allen. Amir Atwani. André Philippe Bertrand. Frédéric Blé Bélanger, with great distinction, winner of the Gabor Szilasi Prize in Studio Arts, awarded to an outstanding graduating student in Studio Arts. Olivia Boda. Marion Bouchard-Lévesque with distinction. Marie-Jeanne Bruyette with distinction. Tamsin Bussière. Louise Campion with distinction. Peter Carrier. Camille Charbonneau with distinction. Loïc Chauvin with distinction. Taina Chéri with distinction. Marina Crosby. Erica Hart da Costa. Marie-Claude Desilets with distinction. Stéphanie Dupuis with distinction. Marwa El Grabi with distinction. Dina El Sabak. Lauren Engel with distinction. Tyrone Othniel Freeman. Sophie Généreux Baudry. Tiana Harmon with distinction. Daniel Hart. Amanda Lee Hockey with distinction. Natalie Helmy. Dougie Erard. David Howlett with distinction. Samuel Kassir Smirbert. Rita Kesselring with great distinction and winner of the Irene F. Whitome Prize in Studio Arts, awarded to an outstanding graduating student in Studio Arts. Zoe Kirschner with distinction. Jane Labiak. Alexei Lazarev with distinction. Rhea Lieberman with distinction. Sarah Da Silva Marquez with distinction. Lauren Mask. Lorianne McDonough with distinction. Philip Mercier with distinction. Saba Haravi with distinction. Kaylee Murphy with distinction. Noah Ogilvie with distinction. Nicolas Oligny. Renata Otati with distinction. Manon Pierquet with distinction. Sophie Pizio with distinction. Isabelle Prado-Caro. Julie Yu Hang Pan with distinction. Kelly Rendek with great distinction. Anthony Rigione. Katerina Riopel with distinction. Veronica Rios Rodriguez. Nakita Alexa Rizzuto. Benjamin Salmon Beitel. Sydney Starkman with distinction. Madhavi Say with distinction. Michelle Sayer with distinction. Scott Schiller with distinction. Leah Shuley. McKenna Schaefer with distinction. Gisèle Suzor-Morin with distinction. Anna Swartz. Harper Talon. Florence Tremblay with distinction. Shu Yingwei. Paige Wills. Hannah Walkner with distinction. Victoria D. Wu with distinction. Li Yang Shu. Ava Young with distinction. Alejandra Samudio with distinction. Alyssa Angelucci Wall with distinction. Jessica Beyer. Celine Cardino with distinction. Ling Zi Diana Chu. Caitlin Clark with distinction. Naomi Cormier with distinction. Emma de la Fontaine Giovanni with distinction. Justine Feuilletot. Erin Finkelstein, winner of the Theatre Prize, awarded to the most outstanding graduating student in theatre.
Michael Friend.
Michael Friend. Catile Fuertes with distinction. Siobhan Galpin with distinction. Rahul Gandhi with distinction. Olivia Hawks. Julie Hennessy Patry. Caitlin Hurst with distinction. Kennedy Huffman Baillargeon with distinction. Madison Jolliffe with great distinction.
Lenny Privy.
Lenny Crivy with distinction. Caitlin Landry with distinction. Sarah Maracher with distinction. Elizabeth Niveen. Tegan O'Driscoll with distinction. Evangelos Pavlou. Annalise Peterson Perry with distinction. Giorgio Piccone. Catherine Preston with distinction. Andrew Sawyer with distinction. Olivia Woods with distinction.
I'd like to call upon the Provost to confer the degrees.
Would all the graduates please stand? Mr. Chancellor, on behalf of Senate, I present to you the candidates for the degrees, diplomas, and certificates in the Faculty of Fine Arts. Yes. I certify that these candidates have fulfilled the requirements for these degrees.
By the powers granted in the University Charter, I admit each of you to the appropriate degree, diploma, or certificate as approved by Senate and certified by the Provost. Congratulations, and please be seated.
The Concordia University Distinguished Doctoral Dissertation Prize in Fine Arts, Humanities, and Social Sciences is awarded annually to the most deserving graduate for the excellence of his or her doctoral thesis in the Fine Arts, Humanities, and Social Sciences programs. Dr. Enrique Gutierrez defended his PhD dissertation, Pedagogical Impulse, Non-Commercial Film Cultures in Spain, 1931 to 1936, in October 2018, under the supervision of Dr. Maria Salazquina in the Mel Hoppenheim School of Cinema. Dr. Gutierrez's thesis demonstrated how a focus on the Spanish film culture illuminates new perspectives on the relationship between cinema, modernity, film education, and the institutionalization of moving images in the first half of the 20th century. The thesis focuses on a wide range of film initiatives across the political spectrum, which shaped Spain's changing social and cultural landscape and formed part of an international network of educational projects and non-commercial film organizations. Dr. Gutierrez has published 11 peer-reviewed articles, 7 single-authored and 4 co-authored, in some of the leading international journals, and co-edited a special issue and a field-defining volume of essays on the global history of amateur cinema. Dr. Gutierrez is currently the director of the research and curatorial project Out of the Home, amateur film beyond the domestic space at the Catalan Film Archive, Filmoteca Catalunya, Spain.
The Governor General's Academic Medal, silver level, is awarded on behalf of Her Excellency, the Governor General of Canada, to the highest ranking undergraduate student graduating from Concordia University. He is graduating from the Department of Music with a near perfect grade point average of 4.29. It is with great pleasure that I announce this year's winner, Nicolas Levine. Governor General's Gold Medal, People and Society, is awarded on behalf of Her Excellency, the Governor General of Canada, to the highest ranking graduate student graduating from Concordia University. You've just heard about his distinguished work here. He is here again, Dr. Enrique Gutierrez.
Thank you very much.
I would now like to ask Autumn Cadoret to give the valedictory address.
Love you. Chancellor Wiener, President and Vice Chancellor Shepard, Dean Duclos, Dr. Mihassian, distinguished guests and participants, fellow students, families, and friends, it is an honor for me to address you today on behalf of the graduating class of 2019. When I found out that I would be this year's valedictorian, I was filled with equal amounts of pride, gratitude, and of course, dread. I've spent the past month thinking of messages that would resonate with a group of people as diverse as those gathered here today. A group of people studying a multitude of subjects, which all fall under the broad umbrella of fine arts. A group of people who have probably not been together since FFAR 250. And a group of people that consists of those I have come to call my friends, and many more whom I have never met. On se rassemble ici aujourd'hui pour célébrer le cumul de nos années d'éducation à l'Université Concordia. D'abord et avant tout, cet événement marque notre développement académique et artistique. But I believe it is safe to say, based on the amount of people present here today, both those receiving a degree and those here in support, that these years have also shown us the importance of community, the community of our fellow students, but also the community of support that we have received from friends, families, partners, and even pets. I am here today as a major in art history and studio arts, and I believe I am here for the work I have done engaging with the student body through various student-led initiatives. All of these initiatives were projects that could only be completed through teamwork, each member bringing together their skill sets to create outcomes reflective of the goals and aspirations of the larger student body. Et ce, en utilisant notre pouvoir de créativité et de communication comme forme de productivité expressive. Our time at this university has allowed us to be in dialogue with like-minded peers, with whom we have created works and research that have developed our interests. Through this work, we have exposed our vulnerabilities, we have expressed our admiration, and we have certainly expressed our criticisms. Dr. Christian Zelzer said that it is science which presents the facts of our world, but that it is artists who take these realities and produce something which can be understood on an emotional level. It is artists who can take these facts and make them human. Through my time in the Faculty of Fine Arts at Concordia, I have been extremely lucky and will be eternally grateful to have been part of a community that has placed sustainability, equality, care, and the fearless ability to question at the center of its orbit. Class of 2019, each and every one of you should be proud to be convocating here today, the final step in a series of years that have held equal moments of challenges and inspiration. It is through our perseverance, consisting of countless hours in the studio, library, and more, that we walk home today with our diplomas. For the past few years, we have had the certainty of what follows next, a new semester, a new year in our academic pursuits. But today, we may be leaving this hall with a sense of uncertainty. For years, we have been faced with the question of, what are you going to do with a fine arts degree? And now we are going to have to find out. Though we will be facing new routines and new challenges, the separation between school and the so-called real world is fictional. We have all shown that we already have the ability to commit to deadlines and intelligently solve problems. The arts have taught us to question our places within society and to question our own thoughts. And through our education, we have found ways to respond creatively and with passion. Ces dernières années ont été les témoins de changements et de développements exceptionnels dans chacune de nos vies. Cela continuera dans cette prochaine phase qui s'ensuit. Whether this new phase is in further academic studies, working, residencies, or trying to get awarded an elusive grant. As fine arts graduates, we may not have a clear career path, and while each of us is part of this larger community, we all are individuals who have the power to create our own paths outside of prescribed conventions. And as each of us has proved by walking across this stage tonight, We all have the power to succeed in something we love. Thank you and congratulations.
Autumn, thank you for your valedictory address, for your power, your motivational remarks, and your enthusiasm. It now gives me great pleasure to bring us to closure of our last convocation for the spring of 2019. I want to wish you all great success in the career paths that you pick. May you have long and healthy, passionate lives. And most of all, may the force be with you.
Merci, Mesdames, Messieurs, merci d'être venus en si grand nombre ce soir, de partager avec nous la joie de nos diplômés. Thank you for all being here to celebrate the terrific graduating class of the Faculty of Fine Arts in 2019. At this point in the ceremony, always love to ask the students in the graduating class to stand up, turn around, and thank the family members and friends who are here who've supported them on their journey through their programs. So please do that. Somehow we've gotten through the evening without mentioning that the Fine Arts faculty at Concordia University is the best fine arts faculty in Canada and one of the best in the world. And Concordia is also a great university, and like the Faculty of Fine Arts, we have the promise of an even better future ahead of us. And in Convocation Week, frankly, there's no better measure of success or of our potential than all of you, the members of the graduating class. So please remember that the Faculty of Fine Arts will always be your faculty, and Concordia will always be your university. And as our alumni, you will certainly be our best ambassadors. I want to thank each of you for having chosen Concordia as one step along the pathway to your success. You honored us with that choice, and in a moment, we will honor you with a vin d'honneur outside. But as was mentioned at the outset of the ceremony, this is also Alan Shepard's last convocation at Concordia. And so I'd like to invite our Chancellor, John Wiener, and the Dean of Fine Arts, Rebecca Duclos, to lead us in a vin d'honneur in celebration of Alan's extraordinary achievements at the university.
To 7 great years, and to his last convocation, let's all wish Alan Godspeed in his new career at Western.
Thank you.